first a big glass of water right after waking up, because hydration is also crucial for hormone balance, because dehydration can increase stress hormones like cortisol and disrupt your whole hormone system. Then I made myself a little pre-workout snack, because eating something before working out is also crucial for hormone health, because not eating and working out are two stressors, and if you stack them on top of each other, that can lead to cortisol imbalances. And my current favorite is banana with cottage cheese, because it gives me both protein and quick carbs, and also salt from the cottage cheese, which helps with electrolyte balance, which again supports adrenal function, and with that again cortisol balance. And also I kind of really love the combination of the sweetness of the banana and the salty creaminess of the cottage cheese. Although I should maybe start using a bowl for this, because this way it's kind of hard to eat, but well, I'm lazy. Every morning before the sun comes up, I just kind of recently started working out again after taking a couple of months off to get my hormones back on track. So I'm still taking it a bit slower, and I'm only working out from home and only work out when my body feels ready for it. Today I was a bit low energy, so I only did this 20-minute workout. And I have started cycle syncing my workouts to an extent where during my periods I do not work out unless maybe doing yoga and walks. Right before my period I do whatever I feel like, but usually I'm taking it slower too. And then in a follicular and ovulatory phase where I feel more energetic, I use that energy also for working out a bit more. When I'm in trouble and I have no friend. Last night I prepared my breakfast, my usual, some sort of yogurt bowl. This time I used skyr as a base for protein and probiotics, because a protein-rich breakfast is super important for having stable blood sugar throughout the day. Then I added chia seeds, which are amazing for omega-3, which is also important for hormone health. Psyllium husks for extra fiber, which again is very important for a stable blood sugar. And I also like to add Ceylon cinnamon, which is very anti-inflammatory. Ask me how I know. And I top it with frozen raspberries, which are high in vitamin C and antioxidants. Oh, I know. Hallelujah, I just love it so. And then in the morning I topped it with pecan nuts for some more healthy fats, millet flakes for complex carbs, iron and B vitamins. Then I made my morning matcha with collagen, my daily dose of creatine, and a splash of unsweetened coconut milk. And before breakfast I also like to take my vitamin C. Everything's alright. I know. Yes, I know. Hallelujah, I just love it so. After breakfast is before coffee for me. Now coffee can be a bit of a tricky thing when you're trying to balance your hormones, because yes, coffee increases cortisol, and when you're trying to balance your hormones, this might hinder your progress depending on how your body responds to coffee. The most important thing is to not drink coffee on an empty stomach, to limit it to 1 to 3 cups a day, and not to drink it too soon after waking. Usually it's recommended to wait at least 90 minutes after waking up to have your first cup of coffee. I love my coffee so much, so this is something that I just want to do, but what I do is now I try to not have more than 2 coffees a day. Hello and good morning. I just wanted to talk a little bit about why I'm filming this What I Eat in a Day for hormone balance. But first, I wanted to share where my very nice jewelry is from. It's from Linea, who is very kindly sponsoring today's video. In case you haven't heard of them yet, Linea is a sustainable jewelry and accessories brand that creates beautiful and minimalistic pieces that are designed to last for a very long time, if not forever. I could basically buy all of their things, but I'm starting slowly, step by step. And this time I chose these 2 rings, the moonstone ring called Elisa, and this V ring with this little tick called Nora. You can also stack them on top of each other, and I think you can never have enough rings, so I'm very excited to get more in the future. And then I also got a bracelet, a double chain bracelet in gold for Malu, the Kirsty bracelet, and then possibly my new favorite, also maybe because I'm a little Sex and the City fan and I always wanted a carry necklace, and this is not a carry necklace, but it's very close to it. It's my initial on a very delicate little golden chain. But what I also love about Linea is that they don't only make really, really beautiful jewelry, but also they focus on sustainability and quality. And they do that by using recycled gold and sterling silver, ethically sourced gemstones, and they're super transparent about their supply chain. At the same time though, they're not crazy expensive. But Linea sells luxury quality pieces at prices that also normal people like you and me can afford. If you want to check them out, you can go to linea.com and use my code HANNAHMALU for a special discount. Thank you so much to Linea. And now, in case you're new here, I'm Hannah. Hi, I'm also a health coach with certifications in nutrition. And also, I messed up my hormone health in the past before I knew what I know now. And one of the biggest symptoms of my hormone disbalance was losing my period for almost 2 years. And symptoms of crazy cortisol levels and a lot more. I will soon make a whole video about my whole journey with that. But in short, that's why I'm still in the recovery, in the end of my recovery phase. I've had my period for the last 6 months-ish now. So I guess you could call me recovered fully, but still I'm trying to be gentle, which is why I'm also still being gentle with my workouts, and I'm still trying to take care of my hormone health. So I thought for the people who are in a similar situation, because the situation is so incredibly common, with the situation I mean, you know, women having hormone imbalance, I thought I would make this video to inspire you what is advised by experts to eat and to do to help your hormones balance themselves out, including every hormone, not only estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, these kind of hormones, but also cortisol and insulin, the blood sugar hormone, which is why I keep talking about keeping a stable blood sugar as also important for hormone health, because our hormones are like a little system. They all work together, so they all need to be balanced in order for the whole system, the whole hormone system, to function as it should be functioning. So it's important to take care of all of the hormones, not just a few. For lunch, I was feeling like something warm, which in general can be a good idea, especially when you're in a stressful phase, because warm foods tend to calm our minds down. Today I was feeling salmon, so I cooked some quinoa and I made a little bit more to have some leftovers for tomorrow. When I make salmon, I almost always use frozen salmon because first, that's cheaper, and second, it's super easy to make. And I just top it with some olive oil, thyme and espelette, and I throw it in the air fryer for about 15 minutes. Then I cut up a couple of vegetables. Here I used leek, which is, by the way, also rich in prebiotics, which is food for your gut bacteria. Carrots, which are a little superfood, by the way, not only for your hormones but also for your skin, your eyes and your gut health. And then I also threw in a mushroom because the more plant diversity, the better. I don't necessarily need a sauce for my vegetables because I have a little secret ingredient that I'm going to show you in a second. But to make this one a bit more interesting, I added vinegar, thyme, salt and pepper. And then I topped everything with a big lime squeeze, which is my secret taste and antioxidant weapon for basically any kind of meal. And I added some sesame seeds and a little cherry on top. And also, I will start with the veggies first to help your blood sugars stay stable. First veggies, then proteins, then fats, then carbs. Or, you know, just start with the veggies and then start mixing. After eating, I head out to meet my mom for a decaf coffee. And I have started to take longer lunch breaks at least some days of the week, because I tend to work until dinner time anyways, and taking enough breaks is so important for so many things, including productivity, but also obviously hormone health, because when you don't take enough breaks, again, that is not so good for your cortisol levels, and with that, your whole hormone system. Snack time! I am a wee bit hungry. Well, I have an appetite. Snacking is also good if you're trying to balance your hormones. If you snack smartly, aka not blood sugar spikingly, aka protein and or fat rich, or like not only carbs. Mini snacky platey lentil crackers, 100% lentils, roasted almond butter, the best almond butter, it's pure almonds, and dark chocolate. A little bit of protein, a little bit of fats, teeny bit of carbs. Perfect afternoon snack. And also delicious. And also magnesium booster. This is so good. Better than Nutella in my opinion. Let's cook dinner. I'm feeling like soup because I'm really cold. And we will do a little 2-in-1. Soup out of a vegetable that is wonderful for hormone balance. And also very tasty. And also protein rich and fiber rich. And just, you know, awesome. For the soup, I first cut an onion and some garlic. Doesn't need to be chopped finely because I'm gonna blend it with a blender later anyways. Do you say blend it with a blender? You know what I mean. Then I added some chicken stock, 100% natural without any sweeteners or weird additives, and organic obviously. And then I added the star of the meal, cauliflower. And cauliflower, just like any other cruciferous vegetable, like for example broccoli or Brussels sprouts, is particularly good for hormone balance because it helps with estrogen detox. While that's cooking, I'm preparing to boil 3 eggs, and because I'm always scared that they're gonna burst, I have this little thing here that puts a little hole in them so that they hopefully don't burst. If I was more of a fancy cook, I would do poached eggs, but since I'm not, I'm doing soft-boiled eggs. For carbs, I'm toasting German rye bread that I had frozen before, which increases the fiber content even more by turning the starch into resistant starch, which makes our gut happy. And a little pre-dinner snack, because I forgot that for lunch. Usually I eat that for lunch. A little bit of gut food, aka kimchi. Then I add some butter for the taste and fats. And then I topped it with even more pepper, espelette again, which is a sort of chili that I think makes everything better, and a little bit of olive oil for some more healthy fats, because eating enough fats is crucial for having healthy hormones. This was it for today. I hope this was inspiring, and remember to always take care of your hormones, because our hormones dictate basically everything in our body and in our mind. And I hope to see you in my next video. Good night.
Yes, I know. Hallelujah, I just love